Just preparing the live stream webinar. Feel free to use the chat there. Hello, Rabia. Rabia is in Sydney. Nice to see you. Okay, it's just connecting across. Just bear with me for a second. I'm also in my messy office. I hope you don't mind. Just preparing the live. Okay, cool. That's happening on YouTube. Now I can get started. I'm just going to share my screen. Don't need to share my sound. Cool. And we can get started with this one. Hey guys, my name is Jay. I'm one of the expert PTE teachers here at E2 Language, and welcome to my messy office. As you can see, I haven't cleaned it in a while, but it's nice to have you here. The purpose of what we're doing today is for me to show you how E2 Language works. It's a system that we've been working on for many years, and we have been thinking long and hard about how we can help you to pass your test as quickly as possible. Whether that means actually improving your fundamental English skills or just helping you with the methods and understanding the test items, the test questions, for example, or both. We've been thinking about this for, yes, as I said, a long time. So what we're going to do today is I'm just going to show you how E2 Language works, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end. This will only take about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. But I'm going to start by talking about the other PTE teachers, not just me, because many of you think that E2 Language is just Jay. In fact, there are all these geniuses working behind the scenes on this company, on this school. So I'm just going to introduce you to, for example, David from Australia, who holds a BA, DipEd, Cert, TEFL, and a Master of TESOL. We've got Danielle, we've got Sasha. You can see that their qualifications are quite amazing. We've got John, who lives in Canada. Megan, who actually, she's from Canada, but she's living in Oxford. She's studying at Oxford University at the moment. Rahila is over in the USA. She studied at Carnegie Mellon, I'm pretty sure. Melinda from Australia, who used to teach at a university. Anna from Brazil, who has a PhD in applied linguistics. Colin from the UK, who's here in Melbourne. And Sarah from the UK as well. So we've got all of these amazing teachers all around the world. So when you do book your tutorial or your study plan or your live class, it will be at a time that is convenient for you because these people are in different parts of the planet, right? Which is pretty cool. So they're all very competent expert teachers. Many of them have actually taken the real PT themselves. I think all of them have got straight 90s. And the ones who haven't taken the real PT have certainly taken the mock test and got very high scores, if not perfect scores. So you're in very safe hands with our teachers. They really know what they're doing. I just want to talk to you briefly about the history of E2 Language, just so you know what the company is about. So we actually started this a long time ago, 9 years ago, actually. I was teaching in South Korea. I came back to Melbourne. I'd been living overseas for many years. And I was teaching at a school here in Melbourne, but I felt like the classroom was not the right place for me. I wanted to do something with technology. So I met a couple of very smart guys and we got together and we started building this. It took us many years before we even had a website up and running, but we did. So it's been a long time in the making. Since then, I think we've helped more than 750,000 people pass their test, not just the PT, but also IELTS, OET, and TOEFL. So many tens, hundreds of thousands of people have used our system to great success now. And we actually, with Pearson, with the PT, we actually have a partnership with Pearson. So if you go to the official Pearson website to book your PTE test, you'll see that E2 Language is their trusted partner. So yes, we have a good reputation in this space. We've also won different awards, for example, such as YouTube Awards, but we've also won this award from an Australian organization that looks after English language schools. Now I'm going to just talk briefly about the live classes. These are what I think one of the best features of what we do. So we run PT live classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We run 2 per day. So they're at 6 p.m. Melbourne time and 8 p.m. Melbourne time. So you might have to get onto Google to find out when that is in your time zone. If you do miss a live class, you can watch it in the recorded live classes section. The live classes are run by expert teachers who use exam-like questions. Okay, so very high quality exam-like questions. And they give full answer explanations. And we're also thinking about giving a Saturday live mock test, which is coming soon. So stick around for that because that will come up in a few weeks. We'll start live streaming on Saturdays as well. But it's very easy to book your live class. You just simply, if you do register for a paid account, all of the live classes unlock. You have different numbers depending on your account, but you simply click and register like this. And this is what it looks like on when you join. Here's Anna, for example, telling you how to do PT reading reorder paragraphs. The tutorials are one of the best things we offer. They're very simple to book. You simply choose a day, you choose a time, you click. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. And this is what they look like. Here we can see Sarah giving a tutorial to someone on describe image, for example. So you choose the task that you want to focus on. You can choose up to 3, 1, 2, or 3. Time of your choice. Expert teachers. These are 45 minutes one-on-one. And they really are the fastest way to improve your speaking, writing, reading, or listening skills. They're also recordable. You can actually record them and watch them back yourself. We also give other one-on-one consultations like study plan consultation. This is very helpful, for example, if you've taken the test a number of times and you've been unsuccessful and you feel like you just need to speak to somebody about your scores, get us to analyze your score reports, or perhaps you're not yet really comfortable with online learning, we will certainly show you and orient you to the platform so you feel confident about what you're doing. We also offer another consultation called a pre-test strategy session. This is really helpful if you get nervous before test day or you have any last-minute doubts that you need answered. So just before you take your test, you meet one-on-one with the teacher for 15 minutes and they just answer any last-minute questions that you have to make sure that you're feeling really confident before test day. If you are unsuccessful, if you do purchase one of our courses and you are unsuccessful, we offer a post-test consultation. So you can actually meet one-on-one with the teacher and talk about what went wrong, whether it was time management or perhaps something happened in your essay, or all sorts of things can happen on test day. So we don't abandon you. We make sure that we meet with you after if you're not successful. Most people are successful. We offer feedback, right? So some writing feedback and speaking feedback. So here's an example of how the essay works. You simply type up your essay and click submit, and within 48 hours, you'll receive a very highly detailed report card like this. And it's the same with speaking. You'll actually record your voice, for example, doing a describe image. You'll submit it through, and within 48 hours, you'll also get a highly detailed report card showing you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. And so you know how to improve and how to perform best on test day. If you do submit your feedback, just make sure you submit them. Don't submit them all at once. Submit them one by one. So submit one, get your feedback, learn, change, improve, then submit another one, learn, change, improve. And also what can happen if you want to focus on writing in your tutorials, you'll actually submit an essay through, for example, and then in the one-on-one 45-minute tutorial, the teacher will actually go through your essay with you and again, show you what you're doing right, but more importantly, show you what you're doing wrong. So that's how the feedback works. We've actually just launched a new thing where you can purchase one-off individual assessments without having to buy a course. So if you do just want some speaking feedback or writing feedback, log into the dashboard, click on assessments, and you can purchase, I think it's $19 or 24 US dollars, and you get speaking and writing feedback. Here are the different packages that we offer, the different courses. We have an express course for 3 months, bronze for 5, silver 6, gold 9, platinum 12. You can do it as fast or as slow as you want. They all come with live classes. They all come with high quality practice questions and methods and live class recordings. Feedback, tutorials, and other consultations depends on the package here. I think I missed something. What did I miss? No, I did have another slide, but anyway, I must have killed it. Just before we go to the Q&A, I just want to talk to you about a new platform that we're building called E2 School. See, some people come to us and they have very good English and they just need to learn how to structure an essay or the method for describe image, for example. And so they go through our Express course and boom, they pass their test and it all is well. Some people, however, are lacking those fundamental English skills like grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary. For these people, it's not as easy as just giving them test methods. They need to actually improve these skills. So we built this new website. Now it's in beta testing, which means that it's not yet finished. We're still building it. It's not very good looking at the moment, admittedly, but we will be improving it. But if you want, you can actually sign up to E2 School for free. We have different courses on offer at the moment. We've got grammar. You can improve your grammar. Pronunciation, a course called Speaking Lab. And we've also got another course called Test Ready, which builds your vocabulary by theme. So it's particularly good for the essay, for example, in PTE, because you might get an essay on education or technology or politics or whatever, and maybe you don't have the vocabulary. That's what this course is for. It builds your vocabulary across those different themes. Cool. That's all. I just wanted to show you how the platform worked. There was a bit of confusion, so I thought I'd do one of these to see how it was. I'm going to stick around for another 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat and let me log on to YouTube because I know there are some people watching this on YouTube. Let me see who you are. Just going to see if you have any questions. Any questions, pop them in the chat. Okay, what have we got? Aman, Jay, please help me. I'm struggling in listening. How can I improve my listening? Well, if you're struggling in listening in the PT, it might not just be your listening skills. It may also be your writing skills. Because, for example, there are 2 tasks in listening, summarize spoken text and write from dictation, that contribute scores, actually, and fill in the blanks, that contribute scores to your writing as well. So one of the common things that I see is that people get low listening and writing scores, often because they miss some of the write from dictation tasks, which come right at the end of the PTE. So if you're not managing your time, you may also be having issues with your listening scores. If it is just listening issues that you're having problems with, then you need to join our live classes and learn the different methods. The methods are very helpful. There's something going on in the PT, for example, when you read and listen at the same time, it's not very helpful. For example, if you're doing multiple choice, choose multiple answers, you're listening to that lecture and you're trying to read the answer options at the same time, that is not a good method to use. In fact, you cannot read and listen at the same time. Think about it. If you're reading a book and somebody is talking to you, you can't do both at the same time. So what you need to do, and this is one of the methods that we teach you, for example, is you need to listen and take notes, which you can do, and then match your notes to the correct answer options. Mukesh Agi has just donated $2. Thank you, Mukesh Agi. That's fantastic. Jay, what is the purpose of the whiteboard message? Okay, so in the dashboard, if you click on messages, you can actually send, if you have any queries or questions or you're unsure about something, you can send a message through to our student support team and they will answer that question for you. The question might be about how the platform works, or the question might be about a particular part of the PTE, for example. So we will help you through that. Jay, I got 90 in speaking. Well done, Adnan. That's awesome. Erwin, Jay, is E2 School different from E2 Language? Yes. So E2 Language is for test preparation for PT, IELTS, TOEFL, OET test prep. So that's for the higher level people. That's where we teach you the methods, give you lots of practice questions, show you how to perform on test day. E2 School is different. It's more like general English language skills. So again, pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, those fundamental skills you need. Maybe you're struggling in your essay or in your speaking with your pronunciation, for example. So E2 School will help you out with that. Jay, I need to improve my reading, listening, and writing. I strongly recommend that you sign up to one of our courses. Our live classes are excellent. They're a great way to learn. They're really interactive. They're motivating. There's other students in there. They're engaging. They're enjoyable. I also suggest that you submit some writing and speaking through for feedback. I think that's the first thing you should do because you don't know what you're doing wrong. One of our expert teachers who I introduced you to before will tell you exactly what you're doing wrong so you know how to improve. And if you really need help, then I recommend a one-on-one tutorial. Nifty Neurotic, that's a nice name. I struggle with retell, lecture, and repeat sentence due to memory issues. Well, for retell lecture, there should be no memory issues because you should be listening and taking notes. It's not a memory issue, that one there. Repeat sentence is certainly a memory issue. It's about working memory. But again, the better you are in your fundamental skills with your vocab and your grammar, the easier it is to store that sentence in your memory and retrieve it. So Timothy, for you, I would again recommend the live classes and all of the practice questions on the platform. Adil, I'm struggling in reading. I'm trying to get from 58 to 65. Any tips? Live classes, practice material, a tutorial if you really need it. Sakriya, in summarized written text, some of the online tutor teaches to directly copy some of the text in the passage and join it with the conjunction. No, we don't teach that. That is not a good method. You should only copy single words or a couple of words max. You should try to use your own language when you're trying to summarize that text and write that single sentence, okay? Please refer to the methods lesson if you need any help with that. Cool. That's all. No more questions. Good. I might leave it there. If you do have any more questions, you can go to help.e2language.com, help.e2language.com. And yeah, I hope you know how the platform works now. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Jay. I will see you very soon. Ta-ta.